as live, to the shallows by the Seeonee lairs, and there thy pack may meet them by the throat. Ahai, Eoa! Better could not be till the rains fall in the dry season. There is now only the little matter of the run and the leap. I will make me known to the dholes, so they shall follow me very closely. Hast thou seen the rocks above thee, from the landward side? Indeed, no. That I had forgotten. Go look. It is all rotten ground, cut and full of holes. One of thy clumsy feet set down without seeing would end the hunt. See, I leave thee here, and for thy sake only I will carry word to the pack that they may know where to look for the dhole. For myself, I am not of one skin with any wolf. When Kaa disliked an acquaintance, he could be more unpleasant than any of the jungle people, except perhaps Bagheera. He swam downstream, and opposite the rock he came on Phao and Akela listening to the night noises. "Hush, dogs," he said cheerfully. "The dholes will come downstream. If ye be not afraid, ye can kill them in the shallows." "Why come they?" said Phao. "And where is my man cub?" said Akela. "They come when they come," said Kaa. "Wait and see. As for thy man cub, from whom thou hast taken a word, and so laid him open to death, thy man cub is with me, and if he be not already dead, the fault is none of thine, bleached dog. Wait here for the dhole, and be glad that the man cub and I strike on thy side." Kaa flashed upstream again, and moored himself in the middle of the gorge, looking upward at the line of the cliff. Presently he saw Mowgli's head move against the stars, and then there was a whiz in the air, the keen, clean swoop of a body falling feet first, and next minute the boy was at rest again in the loop of Kaa's body. "It is no leap by night," said Mowgli quietly. "I have jumped twice as far for sport, but that is an evil place above, low bushes and gullies that go down very deep, all full of the Little People. I have put big stones one above the other by the side of 3 gullies. These I shall throw down with my feet in running, and the Little People will rise up behind me, very angry." "That is man's talk and man's cunning," said Kaa. "Thou art wise, but the Little People are always angry." "Nay, at twilight all wings near and far rest for a while. I will play with the dhole at twilight, for the dhole hunts best by day. He follows now Wontalla's blood trail. Chul does not leave a dead ox, nor the dhole the blood trail," said Kaa. "Then I will make him a new blood trail, of his own blood if I can, and give him dirt to eat. Thou wilt stay here, Kaa, till I come again with my dholes?" "Ay, but what if they kill thee in the jungle, or the Little People kill thee before thou canst leap down to the river?" "When tomorrow comes, we will kill for tomorrow," said Mowgli, quoting a jungle saying. And again, "When I am dead, it is time to sing the death song. Good hunting, Kaa." He loosened his arm from the python's neck and went down the gorge like a log in a freshet, paddling toward the far bank, where he found slack water, and laughing aloud from sheer happiness. There was nothing Mowgli liked better than, as he himself said, to pull the whiskers of death, and make the jungle know that he was their overlord. He had often, with Baloo's help, robbed bees' nests in single trees, and he knew that the Little People hated the smell of wild garlic. So he gathered a small bundle of it, tied it up with a bark string, and then followed Wontolla's blood trail, as it ran southerly from the lairs, for some 5 miles, looking at the trees with his head on one side and chuckling as he looked. Mowgli the Frog have I been, said he to himself. Mowgli the Wolf have I said that I am. Now Mowgli the Ape must I be before I am Mowgli the Buck. At the end I shall be Mowgli the Man. Ho!" And he slid his thumb along the 18-inch blade of his knife. Won tolla's trail, all rank with dark blood spots, ran under a forest of thick trees that grew close together and stretched away northeastward, gradually growing thinner and thinner till within 2 miles of the Bead Rocks. From the last tree to the low scrub of the Bead Rocks was open country, where there was hardly covered enough to hide a wolf. Mowgli trotted along under the trees, judging distances between branch and branch, occasionally climbing up a trunk and taking a trial leap from one tree to another till he came to the open ground, which he studied very carefully for an hour. Then he turned, picked up Won tolla's trail where he had left it, settled himself in a tree with an outrunning branch some 8 feet from the ground, and sat still, sharpening his knife on the sole of his foot, and singing to himself. A little before midday, when the sun was very warm, he heard the patter of feet, and smelt the abominable smell of the dhole pack as they trotted pitilessly along Won tolla's trail. Seen from above, the red dhole does not look half the size of a wolf, but Mowgli knew how strong his feet and jaws were. He watched the sharp bay head of the leader snuffing along the trail, and gave him good hunting. The brute looked up, and his companions halted behind him. Scores and scores of red dogs with low-hung tails, heavy shoulders, weak quarters, and bloody mouths. The dholes are a very silent people as a rule, and they have no manners even in their own jungle. Fully 200 must have gathered below him, but he could see that the leaders sniffed hungrily on Won tolla's trail, and tried to drag the pack forward. That would never do, or they would be at the lairs in broad daylight, and Mowgli meant to hold them under his tree till dusk. "By whose leave do ye come here?" said Mowgli. "All jungles are our jungle," was the reply, and the dhole that gave it bared his white teeth. Mowgli looked down with a smile, and imitated perfectly the sharp chitter-chatter of Chikai, the leaping rat of the Dekkan, meaning the dholes to understand that he considered them no better than Chikai. The pack closed up round the tree trunk, and the leader bayed savagely, calling Mowgli a tree ape. For an answer Mowgli stretched down one naked leg, and wriggled his bare toes just above the leader's head. That was enough, and more than enough, to wake the pack to stupid rage. Those who have hair between their toes do not care to be reminded of it. Mowgli caught his foot away as the leader leaped up, and said sweetly, "Dog, red dog, go back to the Dekkan and eat lizards. Go to Chikai thy brother, dog, dog red, red dog. There is hair between every toe." He twiddled his toes a second time. "Come down or we starve thee out, hairless ape!" yelled the pack, and this was exactly what Mowgli wanted. He laid himself down along the branch, his cheek to the bark, his right arm free, and there he told the pack what he thought and knew about them, their manners, their customs, their mates, and their puppies. There is no speech in the world so rancorous, as so stinging as the language the Jungle People use to show scorn and contempt. When you come to think of it, you will see how this must be so. As Mowgli told Kaa, he had many little thorns under his tongue, and slowly and deliberately he drove the dholes from silence to